All right. Another day, another video from behind enemy lines. In my last video, I spoke to you about how there was an incessant and continuous campaigns to have me set up by the government and the intelligence agencies, using the general public as their proxies and doing everything in their power to have me set up, and continuously justifying these extrajudicial active measures by spreading constant propaganda and psyops, categorizing the general public as an enemy target of psyop information campaigns, to be indoctrinated, to be brainwashed, and literally a constant bombardment by the government and media, state-funded media outlets like Denmark's radio, constantly bombarding the public. And I was talking about how they were desperately trying to have me kicked out of the gym, and when that didn't work, you know what they did? I didn't know till afterwards. Well, on the same day that they didn't succeed in having me kicked out, oh no, you know what I did? I supposedly went home and went on the dark web to watch child pornography, according to the government. And of course, anytime that they say this, they are claiming it to the public and not using it against me to have me prosecuted. And it just shows you they have done this several times over this past year or two, and it's something that they do on a now regular basis. They claim things that are completely outrageously illegal and completely morally degenerate, and you can't really think of anything worse. Of course, that's why they're saying such things. But of course, anytime you know that this government, these intelligence agencies are claiming something against me, Stephen Bell, and not prosecuting me for it, instead using it as propaganda content, well, then you can kind of realize that they are claiming something that is untrue, and that is why they're not trying to prosecute me for it. And you can use this kind of common sense way of thinking about anything that they claim, and you really should start not to believe in the government, because they are incessant liars, and they are cheats, and they manipulate, they steal, they fabricate. There is nothing that they are not willing to do, nothing that they are not willing to say, and it is always trying to justify their own completely extrajudicial, meaning completely illegal, without any outside of the rule of law, active measures, not just against me, Stephen Bell, but also against the public at large. And yesterday, I think it was, they started because I had done my video, you know, before on Friday, where I was supposed to be kicked out of the gym, and I said these things that they are willing to say anything, and only the same day that I'm making a video, they make these preposterous claims again. And yesterday, I found out how they were now. When I was 21, I think it is supposed to sound. I had an after party when loads of people came to my flat, and we all did drugs. And apparently, one of these people who came to my flat was 17 or something, and unbeknownst to me. And now this is being brought up that someone was at an after party at my house without there actually, in my flat, without anything actually transpiring, and now this is being made some kind of thing. Imagine how many times when I don't know how old you are, of course, when you were younger and you went to someone's after party, you went to someone's party, and there were people of all kind of ages, especially if you are doing drugs and it's early in the morning, coming home from the town. You know how often you find yourself in places where you don't know everybody. It happens all the time. There's nothing remarkable about it. Of course, now in 2023, and there is let's say a 17-year-old girl at someone's who's 21's flat at a party, maybe that's a bit different than it was in those times. But either way you cut it, there is nothing has happened, nothing has There is no alleged crime as far as I know. There is only this piece of information that someone was at a party. And this is where we're at now, where they can take any little minute thing and they can bring it up 15 years later and claim there's something, no crime has been committed, but something morally questionable has happened, and they can use it and they can spin it, they can put it into the fabrications, and that is of course what they're doing. They are using a fragment of reality and make it into something different, and that's how they operate and always have in this completely lunatic program, which is this global social engineering and intelligence operation, aka the program, where I, Stephen Bell, find myself as a supposed protagonist without having much of a role in it in reality.